Hello and welcome. My name is Trismegistus, ever so slightly late because my microphone was making very weird noises at me. Not microphone, headphones. I think I pressed a random button. Microphone's in shot because I got a bit of whack when I was messing about with it. Oh, that's my shoulder. Yes, hello and welcome. My name is Trismegistus, and today we're going to be playing a bit more, if I can get all my stuff set up. Where's that gone? There it is. No, that's wrong. Trying to get all the chats on as well. Let's see what people are saying. That one there. Yeah, cool. No, not cool. Now it's cool. So I didn't know what the heck it was going bloop 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 at me, and I was like, what the heck is going on here? Okay, yes. So I played a reasonable amount, a good few hours type of thing. But what I was doing was this essentially, and we designed these on stream last time. So I hopped in because I have these problems with this game crashing. So I hopped in to try sort of sort that out basically, and remembered exactly what I was doing and why we're over here, and why I haven't actually built a train line up. So if we open the map, I have built I'm going to call it a train line. It's basically the template that I used. I've stamped it down a whole lot of times and connected up the bits of rail and connected up the whatever they're called, the tubes, the passage tubes. So we've got one that goes from the main base, as it were, that we're using. It goes all the way along here up to the oil base. And then we've got one that's here, starts here. It's a separate one. And it goes all the way to the, as you can see, because these are the stations basically, over to whatever it calls that, Munro Falls, which is where all that coal power is. What we've then got is a little line that goes across here. It just basically goes up an hill between the two. And what I was trying to do was I was trying to connect one down here as well. And I got incredibly annoyed because I could not get the angles to work right when I was connecting this up. This one kind of works. There you go. So I could do that one. But if we try and do like the actual raily bits, I'm obviously connecting that to the wrong one is the problem. So if we try and connect it to the other side, oh, it does connect. It might be, so that might connect. Is it this one? It didn't like the angles. Yeah, didn't like the angles, you see. So I was having that literally for like an hour, and I just got annoyed and stopped basically. So I don't really even need this to be here, is the thing. I was just being a bit pig-headed with it. It could easily be, a station there, and I don't know that we really even need a station here anyway. I was kind of putting it in. I was gilding the lily basically, and I don't even know how I'm going to get all the way up there. So yes, it was a frustrating time. I'm not proposing to continue with this one. At least because we aren't really reliant on the coal power memory, I don't think. What I am proposing is to go back to the blooming base and see if I can't work out. So my truck's over there. Okay. What we're going to do next, basically, because I spent, as I say, hours and hours doing that. And it's obviously been 3 weeks since we last streamed this, so I have no real clue where we are, what we're doing, what my name is, what country I'm living in, any of that stuff. So let us head back to the kind of, because this is the one I was trying to connect up with it, you see. And I was like, well, let's go to the other end and do the more difficult bit. But this is what I've done basically. This one's actually looks okay-ish. I mean, I say very much ish. It's still a spaghetti mess of like, tubes and rail line. But yeah, I've actually got like the double one on quite a few of them. You know, like the double accelerator. Whoop. But at the very least, even if I don't actually put any rails on them, I've got these tubes, which makes getting between the factories way easier. I say this is a bit of a slower one because I've only got the single connection, and it poops us out like that, and it's far too high up, so we end up trashing ourselves. Can I show you? Yeah, there we go. So the kind of double one is there, you see. So I have been doing that. That's a longer distance one, so it's a lot more useful. Cool. So space elevator wise, so we would need those 4 things, and we've obviously got that marked up there. Seem to remember all 4 of those require us to do like proper research, but I might be wrong on that. Let's have a look. See, I've got a milestone marked, which appears to be the second blueprint maker. Okay, so we've done, obviously those are the ones before, so we've done nothing in tiers 7 and 8 at all. And I have marked blueprint 2. Where is blueprint 2 on here? Oh, blueprint 2 is actually in 6, okay. So that would be our last one now. I wonder if we can do that one then. 1,500 concretes, okay. We should easily be able to do that. I may not have all the bits here though. Assuming it's been making those. I've sort of set the other factory up. I've got stuff here. Okay. I guess I got it already. I've not quite got enough of those guys. But I set the other factory up. So getting to this one, I don't know that this is any quicker. But I set this up. I might have done this on stream. I don't know. I can't remember. But it's kind of set up. I'll finish that sentence at some point. It is ready and prepared to make these as if they're just personal use components. So it's not making anything that's like final use or anything like that. We've got engines there, or motors, or whatever it calls them. We've got them things. We've got some more of that stuff. I may not be making the light heavy frames, you see, because they were probably a next step past this one. So where are you? Is this all feeding into just these guys? I think it is, isn't it? So have I not made any of the heavy frames then in this little area? I remember adding something on kind of over this way. Oops. No, that looks like it's all for the... Because we're making engines at, or motors at, more volume scale basically than we were. What are you? So you're just regular frames, you see, and you stop. Okay. So we could add on a factory to do the heavy ones. Assuming they're not, steel bits and pipe bits and all kind. What would that maybe look like? I'm thinking just one, whatever it is, foundry or something or whatever. It'd be useful to know as well. I'm thinking a new level, basically. That does put us into Sky Beast territory. So how many... Might as well connect this up, actually, might we? Oops. Oh, we've not got Zoop on. It's a bit of an incidental job, this one. I don't know if this is going to take all stream or not. Cool. So we've got 1, 2, so I'm doing them 3 apart. Or 3. So if we were putting in level, it would be going here. Okay, so if we say... It'll actually give us room to pop in, assuming we don't need more plate for it, what would it be made in? I think they're manufacturers, aren't they? Yeah. So heavy modular frame. That's him flying by. It gets quite loud. So modular frame, steel pipe, encased industrial beams, and screws. Because that was the problem, wasn't it? I was making these, well, not by hand, but you know, moving over the stuff. Because the steel pipe we've got production of, not a lot, some, and it's encased industrial beams and screws. Because encased industrial beams are not that difficult with memory. Because we've got the steel. So it would be concrete that we would lack. But we have, just down here, some concrete. So we could do a separate one pulling that over, no problem. So they wouldn't be too difficult. The one that would be more difficult would be the screws, because I was stealing them from the other factory. And we don't really want to do that again, bring that giant belt over. At least because it quickly runs through them. So the question would be, do we make a whole load of like extra screws here? Because we could start upgrading not motors, the extractors and stuff like that. These aren't even being used because everything gets all backed up. Or we could try and train it in, you see. It would mean... Would that be... I mean, I don't know if that... Because we have a load of iron deposits here, basically. And the train line runs past them. So I could use this as an opportunity to experiment with actually putting a train in. The sort of, I don't want to say not difficulty as such, but these aren't two connected lines. They like both drop off and pick up, so I'd be in the territory of moving it between them. The other option would be maybe to build something in this area here that just makes screws. And then we can belt them over at high speed. You know, use all the... Because the iron patches are literally on the other side of that hill over there. I quite like that idea. Just a screwy little factory, as it were. Yeah, okay, let's do that. I got this random one here because these are like the components that, you know, I just sort of had left over when I was taking it all down. So it's a good chance that they'll be reused in the next elevator phase, but I don't know, because I think this is about as far as I got, is my memory. I think I did this milestone. And it's that's when you get fluids and gases and stuff. And that's basically where I tapped out. Because my plan was to supercharge the... I need to get a load of iron plate down. Supercharge the iron and copper production over in the desert. And it drove me insane. trying to build this enormous mega... Well, probably not mega factory by the scale I'm sure people do actually do them to. But for me, it was a massive factory, and I was doing it entirely by hand. Not a single blueprint available because that wasn't in the game. Right. And then, did I get? I got the screws. Got rods. So if we get some cables. And then bit of the old wire. What are you doing? Yeah. No, you're some of them, man. Do we need all of them? Oh. I think I got. Yeah, there's another one of them there. Because when you need him, you need a lot of them. Okay. Oh. So, can we build some Mark II mines? We could if we got some of them. So we might as well do that here. Draw one. See if we can build 4 of them. On the cusp, the verge. Oh, I guess I should say, if anyone is, you know, watching that isn't aware yet, I have put out a video in a new series that I'm doing where I speculate about Factorio lore. The first video is examining what I think the engineer is. And I've been working on the second video, and it is maybe 12 edit points away from edit points, meaning literally cuts, basically, away from being finished. I was desperately trying to get. Oh, I've already got one on here. Okay. What are you though? You're Mark II. Okay. Well, we've got more patches here. We've got another patch there. So what would you produce? You can tell me? 60 a minute. And it's impure. Because that would normally give 30. Oh, there's another one there as well. Huh. That's impure as well. So that's 60 a minute. Oh, there's loads of patches. They're all impure, I think, aren't they? I'm looking at the wrong thing. Impure. Okay. So we can basically fill this in. Oops. Oh, I don't know. No, it's just being weird. Okay, there is one over here, though. Oh, need more of them. So to build. Where is it? That one, I think. And then, where are you? There you are. One. Good. Yeah. Cool. So we got the power line. I was going to go around and like tidy up the power lines as well, because you can see they're clipping through where I built things. So I was going to do that as well, but I didn't. So I got annoyed with the curves in the rail and all that sort of stuff, and kind of just stopped. Well, annoyed's not quite right. It was more that I was just getting a bit sort of fatigued with it. So I'm actually thinking we could maybe combine these together. Because they're only 120, aren't they? Which is Mark II belt? Yeah. Probably need some more of them, don't I? In fact, I didn't pick any of them up. Okay. Let's have a look. Where's me? There we go. So is it a merger? That's a merger. So we go. Say. Oh, oops. That maybe. And then we will level 1 belt. 1 belt. And then 2 coming out of there. Where are we going to build this factory? Oops. There's a fair old distance from the belt, I guess. That's right. Somewhere in here, maybe? Well, all it is a whole load of screw production. Okay, let's put down... Put one there, maybe? Whoops. Okay. Now, in order to make rods, we need... sorry, in order to make screws, we need rods, don't we? So... And we also need... whatchamacallits... smelting, in order to turn the iron ore into iron... whatever it calls them. Ingots, basically. So, let's work it backwards. If we go... I guess... Let's try the 3 construct one. Now, I'll get this the wrong way around, inevitably. Is that gonna... So that's meant to be the front. And that's like the... Yeah, so this would be the output part. I wonder if I can align it with something. Possibly, but I don't know what. Okay, no, you're gonna... So if we try and put it there. So we call you... Screw. Now, would you be outputting? Oh, at least I got that bit right. Okay. Let's put you on the edge there. But what's the numbers? So 40. Paste. Did that paste? No. So 120. So those 3 could produce a level 2 belt. So if we put another one down, we get that weird thing where it's not double. That one. I don't know why they've done that. That's bizarre. Because it then it does. If that was 240, it would then go to 4. So it's like that one doubles, but not quite. It's weird. You know, that the next one isn't 540. Doubling that. It's I don't know. It's like the derp belt, basically. So, this set machine's, so 120, say 240, and double again. So in theory, if we could do it, we could fill a Mark IV conveyor belt if we pop this down 3 times. Okay. But, we obviously don't know whether we can even vaguely support that. So, let's get my blueprint out again. And we'll pop down 3 constructors again. Now, is that the right way around? I think that's the right way around. I can't see. Turn that into rods. They would only make 15 rods a minute each. And this would demand 10 rods a minute. Okay. So they can support more. Okay. Can I copy it? No? The copy and paste on this is so jank. Did that even paste? No. See, it said pasted and it didn't paste. There we go. But you need... Oh no, 50... What? 15? Oh yeah, 15 rods. But these only need 10. So it's yeah. 2 to 3 ratio, isn't it? 2/3. Okay. If we were trying to also put the... Oops. No, yeah. Because you're smelting smaller again. So if we get our... Where are you? Foundry. Oh, I've not got modular frames, okay. Really? Fine. Non-des modular framers. That's not modular frames, but we'll grab them in a minute. Is there anything else on this server? I don't think there is there? Yeah, everything else goes up. Bit of spam, come on. Okay. Right, let's get some of these then. We don't need that many. And then what have we got? Let's just top them off. Like that. You get rid of the grass that I seem to have collected. I assume I've got that because I've been chopping trees down in order to put the rail in, but I don't know. Go. Cool. Oops. Okay. We want the smelting. And is that the right way around? That's the right way around. So really we want it kind of... Where's the back of it? I don't know, there maybe. That lined up. Don't really matter. So iron ingots. 30/30. Okay. And that's only 15. So iron would double. And then it would be like half as much again. So whatever iron ore we can get in, we would double that to make rods. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. That's 1 to 1, isn't it? Ah, but it makes 30. So each one of these, so if we had 30, 30, so we had 30, 60, get 120 in, then we can make 240 rods. And 240 rods will get us, can't do the maths, but it's half as much again, would be 360. Yeah, I think, something like that. Didn't sound right. But yeah, each one of these can handle 30. And we know that we're getting 60 out of each of these in pure ones. So I think it's more than covered, isn't it? Because we've got 60, 120, 180. So yeah, this is 120. Two more of these are, not 180, 240, 360. 360 iron out. Which is plenty, I think. Yeah. Okay. So if we put down some mergers on the outside, and as per usual, I'm really not fussed about this out in the wild stuff. If I need to grids or anything like that. There. And if this is just 60, I'm going that. Ah. I can't. It's too close. No. So that's 16. Oh no. Okay, and then these two out here would be 20. And we have to go to that one. So 80, and I've got 240 over here, but obviously there's no need. But technically you can do 270. So if we sort of take this one, oops, well, do that then. Like so, and do a two about there, three about into there, and then this one we have 14 encased rods. Okay. Because the other option with them is to bring them in from the other factory. Because we're making loads of them over there. But we're not making, I don't think we're making a single screw at this other factory. So, in fact, why don't we do that? Because we can do the encased beams coming via train from here. Yeah. It gets quite steep here, so it slows down. It's the other reason I put the booster on. Make sure we, when we lose speed, we don't go down to basically nothing. chance to see the world from a different point of view. You can see why it took me hours, because these are all. I mean, it's all the same blueprint of the, the column that we built, but it's not really designed to have corners in it. And I could have done the whole thing of just doing everything completely straight, and we could have gone up into the sky and all that sort of stuff. But I kind of figured we'd try and do a sort of coastal rail thing. But then you can see I ended up with a lot of janky bits and pieces. It's the sort of advantage and disadvantage to me of... Oh! Spat me out before the thing. 3D building. Because it's like... Factorio or any sort of... say flat game, as it were. Grid-based game. Didn't mean to do that. Nothing there. Here we go. This is the badger. We need to get rid of something. So I can bin that. Because we need quite a lot of them. What else could we sort of get rid of? There'll be my truck here somewhere, I guess. Over this way. There'll also be some like storage things knocking about somewhere. If there are, I don't know where. Yeah, let's Oh, okay. Interesting. I wonder if that's probably something to do with the oil. What am I thinking of getting rid of? Effect. I wonder what's blown there. Because everything... Is everything now connected? Because I won't be able to get back, will I? Yeah, because all of that's switched off. That's very annoying. Does this thing work even if these don't have power? Let's have a go. Oops. It does. It looks different for some reason. Yeah, you see this is all dead. Restarting this might be a little problematic. There was no fuel. Yeah, there wouldn't be, would there? Because if this is full... Whoops. what's meant to be going in there then? Yeah, there's no fuel because the heavy oil residue isn't being produced. Because both the plastic and the rubber are backed up. It's a flaw in my genius plan, you see. Can we build any more of them? Have I got the bits? What I'm wondering. Because I'm using the petroleum coke's made out of, what's that? Heavy oil residue. Yeah, so the rubber has built up, and it's the regular recipe with heavy oil residue that I'm using. That one. So if we went... So if I had some fuel production that was just normal, it would produce the residual stuff. No, it produced the polymer resin. Commonly used in plastic and rubber. Because I'm currently using the residual fuel one, isn't one time. Do we not have any other recipes than that? Stars. I don't have anything that uses like oil or oil products. Neither does that, does it? No. Guessing there's something later in the tree that helps me better manage it. Because I've only got refineries. Okay. Because the problem is I've backed up with both plastic and rubber, I would expect. So that recipe is not producing the heavy oil residue, and therefore I can't make any fuel. Another option would be to do that. just to make fuel from oil. But that gets us a load of the residual stuff. And the only things I can do with the residual at the moment is thingy. Now, I guess there is the question, can you just burn residual thing? Not a refinery. Can I... Oh, what does it count as fuel? I'm just going to have a look on here. So, can you burn polymer resin Satisfactory? No. So if I wanted to produce the petroleum coke, see, that comes from the heavy oil residue. So I've got to have a demand for plastic and rubber, this is saying to me. I can't just... I guess there's probably some alternate recipe knocking about. I haven't got any then. Crude oil, and then that polymer resin. All we can do is make the... you see, I don't want plastic. I wonder if... fuel... Satisfactory. Whoops. Yeah, only takes coal, compacted coal, and petroleum coke. Which, you know, we could make, but we'd be using the heavy oil residue, which is... That's part of our whole problem. We're not making that. Because we're backed up on stuff. Okay. So, what we can do is just go back and stick it in a chest, basically. Good old-fashioned solutions for good old-fashioned problems. Actually, why don't I run down the belt? Oops. Get confused now. Where's me? There it is. Part of the problem is the amount of time I spent messing about doing this rail thing, because yeah, it has been quite a few hours. Okay. So you see this one in particular, literally just a chest of, and that's it sort of thing. Because this one, we are eventually converting it into computers and circuit boards and all sorts of useful things. Again, they've backed up, which is what I can do. This one is artificially stopped with a bunch of them, so we can put way more in there. I wonder if the circuit... Does that mean the circuits one is full? Wow. criminy bliminy. Oops. But yeah, if I put some industrial storagey ones on the top. Which way we're at? That way around for that, I think. And that one. Whoops. And that one. I want to go up another level. This is what I tried to do with uranium in my last playthrough. Didn't quite go so well because it turns out I did some maths and I thought, right, well, this will be, you know, thousands of times too much storage, and then it proved me very wrong. So if I just do that, and then because what we're going to need to do is like loop this back up to there, basically. This one that we can put a thingy on, and then same there. Wait. That's going in, isn't it? No, so we don't need that one. Because that's going in now. Oh, you know, and I can just delete it, you know. You just get rid of some. The problem is going to be restarting it all. I have to confess, I didn't. I mean, I did, didn't I? I hooked it all up. Is this one connected to... What? Have you got any... Oh, well, it'll just show me as no power, won't it? Yeah. And we can't see time ranges in this. I can't see, you know, from an hour ago or whatever. So that is connected to that one. You know, that power line goes to there. I just wondered if the other base is fine, I could just leave this and pick it up rather than have to mess about now. But I won't be able to use the... Yeah, see all the power's down here. Very annoying. I don't actually know how I'm going to restart it. If we... So what I need, I guess, are some biogenerators or something connected to these as well. So I can get it running... It'll work. I'm sure there's like a million uses for plastic and rubber and computers, and so it's not really a real problem, this. More because I've been doing other things, basically. Yeah. So if we disconnect, where is the connection? Because that's not connected. So I think that's the connection. But if we can disconnect it there, then that should isolate these guys. And we can pop in, say, where are we going to pop them in? We'll put something in here. So I'm not going to need like a ridiculous number of these. So if we put in, oops, bit of fuel there. How much power do you produce? 30 megawatts. Each one of these requires 30 megawatts. So, because we'd need these to be running long enough. So I could restart the coal generation, but it doesn't have a lot of headroom. But, because I know I can restart the coal, because, why? Because it'll have coal in it. It's not run out of coal. It's just that the load will instantly be exceeded. So we could disconnect that factory, but connect this one. Yeah. Okay. So if we put this line back in, well, I'm just going to pull the thing and see what happens. Just for the time being. So it pops because these oil ones don't have any stuff. And the demand, interesting, the production spiked. But then it dropped. Why did the power go off? Because that orange land, the consumption. Oh, it's there, isn't it? That. So at that exact point, production dropped below. So 650, or maybe 750. Yeah, so I think I need to disconnect like the factory over here. I knew this was going to happen at some point, but I sort of assumed I'd kind of get past it. So I think if I can, oops, disconnect this factory, because it's quite power hungry. This. How would I do that? And so what am I disconnecting it from? Where am I disconnecting it? So I think if I what? Because the problem is that's the line going out to that oil factory, and it's connected here. Okay. Who planned this out, eh? Who planned this out? What I could probably do is maybe put in a... connection here. That. Get rid of that line. And I want to connect to this one, don't I? So that. Because these don't take power down them. So I think that, weirdly, even though it's at the wrong end in a sense, disconnects this factory. Ah, no, it's connected here as well, isn't it? So if we do that, and then connect this instead. You're going to connect. What does that achieve? That's just duplicating up a line, isn't it? Yeah, so I think now if we go and do the coal, we've like isolated one of our... In fact, would it be quicker with the... with you? Oh dear. You get power switches later, which I've not used, but I believe enable you to set some logic about sectors and your power sectors and stuff. So I've never used it. That was all I introduced after I'd stopped playing. This isn't quicker at all, is it? Especially when you do stuff like that. No, there's not much point doing that. Yeah, because I know we've got enough biogenerators here at the coal. Now, is the big pylon, what, if anything, are you connected to? You're connected to another big pylon there. Okay. Is this connected to anything? Does it just stop? It just stops, doesn't it? There's nothing past that point. Okay. So I don't have to worry about the big pylons causing me problems. But it also means that what I've done on the other end... Yeah, we've got loads of that in there. We should be able to restart this. We can find a power cable, a power pole. There we go. What happens? Okay, so this is just a local thing, you see. And we've got a headroom of something in the order of 350 megawatts. Okay. If I connect, that's not enough, I don't think, but if I connect this, well, if I connect this to the big power pole, what happens? Is that right? I think that's right. If I connect that to the big power pole, That's not a good noise. Oh, it's switched off. Okay. Because that connects it to my other coal, I think. It can't do, can it? Because production amount hasn't changed. But it must have connected it to the oil factory. Oh, why are we getting a spike there? Is that's probably the oil factory doing... Oh, we can do a little bit of fuel. We can do a little bit of fuel. And the generators kicking in and out. But it wouldn't, would it? Why would it even... They're not even turned on now. Oh no, I've connected the net circuit, so they connected them together. Okay, okay. So it should be able to, yeah, I can hoop through here. I certainly wasn't expecting to spend an hour messing about with power grids. I guess at least lets you see all the rail nonsense I put in. Right, yes, so this factory is turned off. Exactly as expected. We don't really need to turn it back on again. So long as we're making fuel and not really using fuel and it's sort of backing up. Because these guys all fill up with lots and lots of lovely plastic and stuff. We've got so many computers and what have you that we don't care about using them. The whole reason we came over here, those encased beams, we would like to train those over, I think, at some point. But not actually fast at the moment. So, the question then, is this factory over here, is this oil factory? Yeah, you see it's now, this is the slight over production of fuel compared to, you know, its usage is causing it to all kick in, I think. Can we see smoke coming out of anything here? Except it can't be, can it? Because... Oh no, this is connected, yeah. So all of these should be making plastic and rubber. Yeah, so there's smoke coming out of them. They're doing things. Things are being done. There's heavy oil knocking about. There's residue. Yeah, and so every so often they're pooping out of fuel. And gradually every, you know, there's enough accumulating. Production paused. Interesting. Did I turn it off then? Huh. Oh, I think didn't I turn that off in order to fill up this, basically? Yeah, I think my idea was that this would kind of, you know, act as a overflow type buffery thing. Wonder if we have, how many have we got? Yeah, it's loads room. Okay, so we'll leave that one as is. You know, that one turn off. Making the fuel canisters. Yeah, this is what's going on. Okay, so we'll leave the other one. Is it worth leaving the other one? Does that make sense? I suppose we at least know it's not going to make any difference, is it? If I back up with rubber and plastic again, then it'll stop making fuel and it'll kill it off. I guess I at least know, but then I'm about to add a load more power demand. So I at least know that switching the coal back on would, you know, allow it to start up, except that I'm about to add a whole load of extra power demand. So, do we reconnect this guy? Do we reconnect you? Because we can get rid of that line and just connect this so that we can get back again. We're going to have to get rid of this young man. Do you mind? Do I leave this turned off? Let's leave it turned off for now. Boop. Cool. Fun and games with power grids. Come back, Factorio, all is forgiven. The thing the top-down view gives you is that more holistic view. You're not running around like I'm doing now, trying to find things. And of course this map, you could have something in this, the map gave you access to your machines, but that's not the way they've gone with it. So you have to be there and doing stuff. Which is fine, and I know a lot of people prefer that sort of thing, but for me it's just easier to, like, you know, I don't need my avatar to be there in order for me to realise a wire is badly connected or not connected or what have you. And we have bots to do things. I say I do fully get that other people prefer the first person perspective and actually going there and doing the things. Oh yeah, excuse me. And this is very pretty. I'm not gonna deny that. Okay, so before we were rudely interrupted, what the heck was I doing? Making belts move around, I think, wasn't I? Okay. Got that one there. Okay. And how much would we have gotten up to? We've got 4, so we've got 60, 120, 240, 360. Which is not that belt, it's that one. Okay. Do you mind? In fact, we could probably... will you get out of the way? Probably go up this thing here. With, one of them. No idea how high I need to take it. Let's go to there. Where are we going? That way. Okay. Leave that there for a time being. It was what? 6, 12, 18, 24, 360, wasn't it? So if you handle 30, 60, 90, 120. So effectively, 4 of these were handled in power from the output from 2. So if we have 3 lots of that, the question is whether our belt is going to be, if we're producing more than that top level belt of screws, we might as well not bother looking everything up. So well, how many of these would fill a belt? That belt. We would have 40 coming out. So 4, 8, 12. Okay, 12. It would require 10, 20, 30. So 120. So a third, so it fills a third of one, but only needs 30. So 2 of them would support it. And that only needs 15 iron ingots. And that makes 30. So 2 of those are supported by 1 of these. So we've got a 3, 2, 1 thing going on, haven't we? So if I made 30 of them, we would get 30 of them out of 2 machines. And that would support all 3 of these. 120, 240. So we did end up with 4 of them. I don't think I can fit it in this space. It's too big. If I go constructor, so that would give me 240. I need to go. Yeah, I think we might get it in. Whoops. Go blueprint. 3 constructors. So that gives me 360. So that's 480. Okay. So that would fill our maximum level belt. But we know each one, 3, 6, 9, 12, each one of these only requires 10 rods. Yeah. And these produce, 2 of these produce the 30 number of sheets. So we would need 2. I've put all of those the wrong way around, haven't I? Yeah, that's the front. To do 3, we only need 2. Well, if we got 12, that means we only need 8. So that would be 2 3s and a 2. Just these in. So we need another one of these. Where's the arrow? There's the arrow. And then we need to switch to the tour. Such jank. Okay. Okay. Oops. Power lines up, which of those ones? Well, I'll do the belt later. These are rods, yeah, that's good. Oops. Paste. Doot. Doot. Let's click the power up. Doot. Now, if I've got 8 of them, and each one needs 15, and these each produce 30, I only need 4, don't I? If that's using 60 between two of them, 60. So I only need 3 of the miners to be working, of the ones we've hooked up. Okay. But we only need 1 extra miner here, don't we? Okay. That's in the wrong place, of course. Probably the wrong way round. All the other jank. Here's my builds. Okay, so you got iron ingots. Oh, I need to do this bit as well. No. Why are those both green arrows? Because I'm having the input go that way. Okay. So it's actually that way round. Okay. But yeah, we only need 1, 2. Ah, no, this needed to be 2 of them, didn't it? We got 8. No. What? I've got 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that was right. Oh, nuts. No undoing this either. Okay, so one of them is making ingots, and then making 30, so that then becomes 60, so that's a yellow belt. And we get, so this needs to go up to level 2. Oops. It's already level 2, good. And then so 60, 120, 180, 240, so we would need to go up to level 3. And then level 4. And then, do you pull up more? No, you only put out 15, which means that we need that 4. So if that's 480, let's do it backwards again. No, I think that's right. We go, so 15, 30, 45, 60. Would take us down to level 3. So, I think we're on one. So I'll have that be level 2. How many are you pumping out? Same sorts of numbers, okay. So that's level 1, that's fine. So it's only 30. It's still level 1. 45. 60, still level 1. But then we go up. So we're going 40. No. 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 120, 7,500. There's something wrong with the maths here, but getting bored of this. What I wouldn't give copy and paste. Okay. Yeah, we need to feed this. In here somewhere. What do we run out of? Nothing. Okay. It's just too long. Okay. Let's take a little... I'm not sure these are connected, are they? No, I don't think these big power poles are. Okay. So let's grab... here. I didn't hear my power go bleh. Did spike? Oh, hello guys, TV. What's the plan? Is that a manifold design? I wait 3 hours for the system to start up indeed. Welcome to the stream, LS TV. Hope you're doing well. Plan was just to mess my way, muddle my way through it as per usual. Pretty sure I got the maths wrong on the numbers. Yeah, I got a bit mixed up and confused, but yeah. Okay. So I only need, well, it doesn't feel right, but I think I only needed 3 of these. Weirdly. Are you connected to anything? Oh, you are. Okay. Let's put a little spur off. Oops. Come on. Oh, not got any cables. Okay. Let's go get some cables then. Right, it'll probably take me 3 hours to set up the rail to bring in those reinforced beams. It's almost certainly going to be easier just to make them here. What am I looking for? I'm looking for cable, aren't I? Cable? Cable. Right. Cable? No, rods. Okay. Do I need rods as well? Come on then. Cable? Cable. Okay. So what were we lacking? We were lacking connections there, weren't we? No, wrong button. No exploding of power. In fact, let's just run one over. In here. Oops. Not on the belt. Cool. So that belt's way overkill then, isn't it? If I'm only doing 3. Because it's 60, 120, 180. So it doesn't sound at all right. But we'll have a look, see what happens. Whoops. First time playing? No, not first time, second time, basically. So I played when it was in early access. I did a whole streaming series, but it was, I wouldn't say early, but it was, what was it, 0.6 or something? I don't know. But there weren't blueprints in the game and all sorts of things that they've added on. So all of these big power poles and, I mean, rail was in it and like the hypertubes and stuff like that, but you know, there wasn't the, it might have been last 2 tiers of the elevator were missing. But yeah, so second time playing, but so I didn't finish it when I played before. I got quite annoyed because my basic point was that it needed blueprints or some sort of mechanism to make building. It wanted you to build, you know, tens of thousands of things, and you were having to do it all manually. There was no automation of or shortcutting of building at all, and I just got bored basically and annoyed. So yeah, now there's a blueprint system in and all sorts of stuff like that. Hopefully I'll be able to push through. What are we at? We're at, is it phase 4 of the elevator? So there's still lots to do. Are you even working? Are you running? Are you connected with power? You got the right recipe? You have. So I think I've got the numbers wrong here, haven't I? Right, because that's 15 a minute. Let's take it. Oh, just 30, so it doubles. I see screws on the other valve. I didn't connect that one up, did I? What did we get up to? So, 3. No, list. Cool. What got me into manifold design? I don't know about that really. I kind of so I'm like highly experienced with Factorio, like thousands of hours in that game. So, but I can't design balancers to save my life. I know. I mean, they're sort of a bit easier in this, in the machine volumes are different, but yeah, it's just this design, the going in and splitting off. I mean, in Factorio these would be inserters, but you don't have that in this game. So essentially, that design of going up on one side and coming back down on the other is kind of how I design everything in Factorio. It's like my default build system. So it translates into manifold here, but it's not. Not really quite the same thing. But yeah, I've never really been into a balancer. Been into balancer designing. Whoops. Oh. What did I end up putting there? I can't remember how many I was trying to aim for. I think it ends up being level 4, but it's not actually level 4. punching. And leave it at that, I think. And I've heard it's okay if you're running low numbers. I mean, this is pretty low numbers. Cool. So that would be some screws. I guess I could just sort of add it on here. Okay. Oops. Where would be the same? Is next to it. Is it there? Okay. So we kind of want to go. It's one level above that, I think, isn't it? Personally, wouldn't rely on it. Okay. So I guess, yeah, that should work. Whoops. He jumped off then. So you kind of get into that territory, and I suspect you there. I know it's backseating is not appreciated. It's difficult to flag it on YouTube because on Twitch I can use the tags. So just for awareness, I'm not. Backseating is not appreciated. So yeah, just to know. Okay, so if we end up with the screws coming in now, I then need to bring in what else? The beams, steel pipes and modular frames. So if they're there, yeah, I don't need you, explaining things basically. So, what shall I think? I haven't got my flashlight on. Cool. Yes. Maybe if I take that, because they're sort of in a line, it's a bit annoying. Okay. So that's sort of there. Whoops. Wrong button. Right then, so, which am I connecting where? That's sort of the question. I could... Let's have a think. So if that came up on that one, you could go up there, couldn't you? Maybe if I go... Yeah, let's have you... let's have a look, see. Put that there, maybe. Oh, that's right. The other way around, isn't it? So, that down to there. Whoops. Talk about the game, but it's just I'm not interested in you explaining, how to do things. That's the point, basically. And feel free to stop watching if that's what you want to do. Okay, so if those are the screws, I need the modular frames as well. Okay. Right. Now. Just jank this together. Oops. No, you're not gonna. Okay, no, you're not. To there, I guess. Okay. Oops. No. That. How many of the others I'm actually producing? It's not many. There we go. Just the one machine, I think, yeah. All this for 20 odd reinforced things. Okay. It's fully stacked up though, isn't it? Oh, it's because I've underclocked it. I've underclocked it for a reason? Apart from power. Yeah, I guess that's all I needed at the time. Okay. So it was just 10. What about this one? It's only 2.5, isn't it? I think 3 now? Oh no. So we got. I think I adjusted these for some recipe that was matched up to them. But I can't remember what it was. Ramp here as well, I think. So, nowhere near enough, obviously, but that's not the point. Okay. 2 a minute. 20 odd. Oops. Need to bring some power up here, don't I? Where have I been doing it? Let's see. No, it automatically do. Okay. Why is that so? Oh, it's not. Okay. Correct it on this side, I guess. So we go. That. If we maybe... Am I ever going to be making more than this here? Probably not. Because I would need to I mean, I suppose a lot of it's underclocked, isn't it, like I say. And I could stick higher level miners on things. Higher belt, so it could make more. Yeah, it's just sticking there, merging. Oops. Press the right button. Oops. Stick her in her chest. And she's done. No, she isn't. Why is that not lined up? Weird. Okay, fine. So the question is, am I going to make the old encased industrial beams here, or ferry them all the way across? Given especially that I've turned off that factory. I think make them here in very low volume. Because we only need this to just chug out a few. So 10 a minute, in theory. What would that look like? If I was putting in... I can never remember which it is. But, well, let's look. So, if we were making... I think it's a similar one? Yeah. 6 a minute. Okay. Which will require 3. So how many steel beams are we making? Missed. I've got 2 machines doing it. 3.75. 15. What? Oh, it's 25% possibly. Okay, so we've got loads of spare beams. Okay. Interesting. If I was to, I bet, isn't that where I put the machine? I think it is, isn't it? I'll just stick them straight up. No. No. In fact, the serial machines were not on the right level at all to do that. Okay, fine. Fine. It'd be nice not to completely jank through there. Maybe I just move that over one? Yeah, let's just move it over one. Okay, so put that there. That there. Get rid of that. And connect to there somewhere. Well, actually, if we put... No, wrong one. Put one of these... Is that the right way around? Yeah. One of them. They're going to be crossing the streams, aren't I? I guess I could always elevate it a bit. I'm never that fussed about. Merging. Not merging. Flipping. Cool. No. Put the angle on. So we need this to be kind of here. So round it to there. Cool. Oops. Get that in there. Now, what to say? Question is whether I cross them over. Yeah, might as well just have it clip through. And I need to hook up the concrete as well, aren't I? Yeah, we want 2 of these really. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. So that's the one that needs to clip through. So I guess it's kind of... I need to make the concrete as well. Smelter. What would it be? I guess it would be a couple of constructors. Just need... It's going the wrong way though, isn't it? Guess I could just flip the back end of it. Doing that thing again where I'm trying to turn my neck to see around the corner. And obviously that didn't work like that. But yeah, that's all the wrong way around, isn't it? How very annoying. So, stick them together. Yeah. And then pop her in there. Wait. I completely wrong machine, what an idiot. So go. What an idiot. What we want is that one. That one. Like that. What mode am I on there? Blueprint default again. Okay. Now, again, this is going wrong way, isn't it? Going wrong way. Only you could just turn them round with the press of a key. We don't really need that one, but don't really matter. Now. That in there. Okay, so that'll give it the steel, what are they called? Steel beams, which means we need concrete. How much concrete? 36, so 72 concretes. And should be able to just load it into there. I need a lower tube belt. Yeah. So we can get it in there. Okay. Means the number. Concrete 15. So we need 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. I mean, I say that, these are like way overproducing, aren't they? So maybe, even if this was running at a rate which it never will, we'd only need 10. So one of these could go down. There's a lot of 2/3 in this, I've noticed. A lot of things are like doing the 2/3. In fact, I should do it that way around, shouldn't I? Cool. So then we don't need a full 18 from 36. We need 50. We need 60, which should be better matched. 15, 30. Yeah. So we need 4. I haven't got a 4 blueprint. So we'll put 2 2s in. Let's see. I don't really need it lined up in that way, do I? It should be more like sort of that maybe? And then if we put... No, you're not. There you go. That one like that. And that way. And this one. Put a thingy on there. Oh. Run out of iron plate. I don't think I'm making iron plate here. Go over to the other factory. Okay. How are we doing? Anything else worth picking up? We should grab some concrete. Got them. Got cables and wires. Let's go a little bit of concrete. Cool. We're also going to need to make a limestone miner, probably 2, but let's just make it up again. Make ourselves a couple of these guys. So we're ready to go. think there's only one, yeah. And what's this actually going to give us? It's only normal. Okay. I guess I'm going to just stick it straight up. Yeah, I don't need it anywhere else then. What would you give? 120. Okay. Do I not have... I do have alcohol here. Okay. Oops. $120, so that's a level 2 belt, isn't it? In fact, let's put the roof bit in first. Where are you going to come along? Somewhere here. Is that above me? Yeah. And then we want a hole. And a level 2. Somewhere there. It's slightly too far, I think. Yeah. Okay. Right. Oh, that was a level 1 anyway, wasn't it? No. Okay. Can't remember what we needed. I think that's only half what we need, isn't it? Oops. Oh, of course I've not changed the recipe. So 45, 90, 135. Yeah, we're nowhere near enough. Oops. No. Okay, so we're actually 45, 90, 180. We actually need another one. Okay. Easier putting it in there, wouldn't it? But oh. Oh no, I hate that. let's do that a little bit better. Yeah, it's just gonna be the wrong one, isn't it? Very annoying. Other way round. So that. Oh, it didn't build it. You'd find another one anyway. Okay. No. Okay. So we already tapped both of those. Okay. Long time for extra ping. Very long time. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Is there? Hmm. Yeah, I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? Oh no, no, this is the one. Now you are, I assume. Oh, but it's on a impure node. Okay. What's this one then? Could overclock it, I guess, instead. What's this one? That's impure as well. Okay. Let's get some slugs. Where are my slugs? There's my slugs. Oh, I got a couple of shards already. Okay. Your slugs. Okay. Let's see what we can do with that. Dear me, I could have handmade them by now. In fact, multiple times over. So, we needed it to be 180, didn't we? I think. So that's one. Okay. But then we would need 3 belts coming out. We can do that. Yep. Oops. Why did you not connect? Just user incompetence, I guess. Okay. This is where I discover I built everything backwards as per. How are we doing on power? Still got the headroom. Cool. Oh. I did not upgrade these belts. Because we do need, yeah, we need 90, so 45. So at least 19. Oh. Can I just throw this limestone in here? Oh. You're working? You're working, yeah. You're not doing anything there, because you're not connected. Oh dear. It's only a third that comes out, isn't it? So it's 15 paddy. Yeah, so a single should be fine. Right then. That's basically the entire stream done, making something I could have handcrafted in a tenth of the time. But at least we'll get it stockpiling a few. And since I've made this mess, there's not really a lot of point having that. Well, there you go. Why are you not doing anything? Just waiting. Right. Uh-huh. Could have put the excess in a thing, couldn't I? Because then I wouldn't have to go all the way over to the coastal bit. Ah, well, whatever. Okay. Let's have a look, see while it makes them. How many is it made any? No. 2 a minute. So we should have enough by the end of the stream. Let's have a look at some of the next objectives. Or milestones, rather. So, in Tier 7, what will we be after? Even more of them. Lovely. Everything else we've got tons of. Ah, but then we get into aluminium, don't we? Fun. In quotes. So even more of them. That's all requiring aluminium. That's aluminium as well as gas filters. Oh, that's for the hazmat. Okay. So we could set something up making gas filters. Especially if we're going to have to, I don't know, I suppose you kind of gotta go radiation in this, nuclear in this. So we got, yeah, it's all aluminium rubbish, isn't it? And then we get into RCUs. Whatever those are, superb computers. Are any of these mega numbers? So those ones, aren't those out of Tier 7. Somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Assembly directed system. It does require us to do both. Ooh, dear. Excuse me. Batteries. More RCUs. So it all kind of builds on itself, doesn't it? After this, they become a little bit less independent. But yeah. Bauxite next. And then we can't make any other progress, basically, until we've got aluminium up and running. Crikey. Crikey. I don't suppose I can do any MAMs, can I? We got whatever that is. Oh, we need the crystal ocelot things. Have I got any of them? High-speed connectors. Usually hand make them, and then we would need the actual. Which one is that? Yeah, it's them, isn't it? I wonder if... Because that would then... Yeah, we need loads of them, don't we? Radars. Okay. That's all later things. Okay. Deuterium. We start needing the different things, don't we? Oh yeah, I've not even seen any, Sam. Because I could easily handcraft 5 of those guys, because we got tons of everything there. I don't know about the alien DNA ones. It'd be nice to finish off another category. Crystal oscillators, if I needed 5, then that would mean I would need 180-ish of them. And what are you? 5 to 3. So yeah, we would need quartz. I'm pretty sure I set up a quartz miner somewhere, didn't I? Oops. No. Oh. Oh, over there. Okay. Yeah, it was up on top of a cliff, I think, wasn't it? Or is my car's over back at the other factory? My truck, rather. Because we could go and set something up there, processing the quartz into the, whatever they're called, crystals. Quartz crystals. Just as something to do while we wait. What actual machine does that need? It's got to be a constructor, isn't it? Yeah. So I could have them chug away. It's pretty quick. 22 a minute. Don't think there's any power connection over there, so we probably need to take some... I bet there's a biomass burner. Fuel in the miner. So let's grab some more of that. Yeah, am I going to run over there? It's not that far. It's more if anything tries to kill us on the way. Have I got shooty bang guns? Oh. Oops. Dang. Okay. Okay. Right, let's go and do that then, if I can. Have I got enough for a chest and stuff? Yeah. Ooh. Who am I talking to? I'm just talking. Myself, I guess? It's got to be the one that was over by the purple trees, I think. Is it here somewhere? Ping. So I'm not minding any of them. It's not the one in the cave, is it? No, I set something up over here. Sure I did. Sneak around without getting poisoned. Oh, someone's angry. Where is this? Ah! No, that can't be it. That's coal, I think. Ah, what's this? No. What the heck is this then? Oh. Oh, it's sulfur. Huh. Okay. It must be the one in the cave then. Because it is also, I think, down... like where there's the coal as well, isn't there? Because that's all of them. Yeah, I think it's that one that I've put a mine on. I wonder why I've got an explosive symbol then. Weird. Was that the... Oh, it won't let me ping that, will it? I think the explosive one might be the uranium. Let's just wander over that way. It's not too far. Oh, it is a fair way, isn't it? Oh, crikey. Oh, spider, okay. Oops. Oh. Very well. Yeah. Yeah, can't remember which one it is that I've mined with this. In fact, maybe I haven't with the quartz. So I've done Caterium one that's over by the waterfall. Remember that? Hmm. Okay. How many of these have we got now? That's it. Cool. Did I grab that? No, I didn't. Okay, let's finish that off then. Pop them in.
Milestone reached. The Blueprint Mark II improves upon the Mark I in every dimension, except for the metaphysical ones. This improvement was made available due to complaints from pioneers about other pioneers not being capable of managing their space efficiently. We listen to pioneers, always.
Right. So, what will this actually take to be? Oh, another 3 more of them. Okay. But did I put? I didn't put any in that, did I? No. Okay. Ah, got some bits left. Let me think. So, why didn't they... Oh. Oh. Right then. A Mark II blueprint designer. Wow. Ever so slightly bigger. Okay. 10 minutes until it comes back again. I wonder why they put that gap in there. Right, if I load up one of my existing ones, where does it put it? If I load that one up. Oh, of course it didn't do that, does it? You have to actually build it in the thing. So if I was to pick, where is it? That one. And I kind of, oh dear. Where am I trying to put it? If I put it, say, there. Okay. So memory. No, I never actually. They didn't have Blueprint 5, did they? Blueprint 2. So if I go, but it should be big enough for me to like double side the builds. I'm sure if you know what you're doing, you can do. Yeah, so it'll fit in. Obviously, I've not aligned them very well, but okay. So we can go. Certainly get one more in. I guess maybe two if I was a bit more precise with it. But then that would also allow me to go. What we've got there, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, potentially up to 10. Okay. Okay. Oh. Tick's having fun. Okay. What about with easier doing it up here? What a, oh. I added that on, didn't I? What about with... Which are the wider ones? They're the wider ones, aren't they? So, oh. Those I don't think I can double side, can I? No. Because that'll be that, and if we... Only those may occur. Yeah, they're too big. Way too big, in fact. Which way? That's the right way around. Okay. But could I get another one? Sneak one in there? Could. So we go up to 4 on them. Okay. Right. Didn't it put the... Oh no, because I deleted it rather than... In fact, why don't I do that? If we go... No. Clear designer, there we go. Right. So other one then, I guess the foundries might be able to double side then. Yeah. Easily, in fact. Okay. And then what's my other blueprint? My other one is smelters. So you get loads in there. You get loads in there. Do, 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 do. Come on. Okay. Cool. I guess the other question would be, the machine I don't have any sort. Well, I mean, there's refineries as well. They fit in there now, don't they? Okay. Yes, there's. I don't have one for oil stuff either, do I? At all. So there's that. I don't think I'd need to change this really. It'd be good to have actual angles and stuff like that, but yeah. Would I get an extra one in there? No. No, because each building is more than a square wide. Yeah, okay. So I couldn't extend that, but then I don't really want to be using that again. But yeah, the other building would be the manufacturer. It should be a horrible mess of belts, but I think that's one and one, isn't it? Because although you could put in, well, maybe you could get two in. So say put one there. Yeah, could do a double. Maybe. I think they need to be a bit further forward than that, don't they? Yeah. Oh, it's back. It's back. Okay. To think about this. Guess we'd need like 4 things, but I could do them in 2 lanes, couldn't I? Because we could have, in fact, let's do that. We could have. I'd need splitters though. So if that was, I'd have to make sure I got them the right same way around as the other ones. So that will drive me mad. We could do one there. And if I just temporarily put that there, so I can put one on top, and then one there, and then that should not clip. Would that work? No, it would need to be there, wouldn't it? And you're into really the territory of why bother doing that? Mm-mm-mm. Gonna have horrible clipping anyway, aren't I? Because that belt, yeah. How the heck is that? Connected. Okay. Mm-hmm. No. Wait a minute. So, it's a question. Going that way, wouldn't it, basically? Do you have to do... I can't remember. It's 2 up to make it less jank. So, 2, something like that. Well, actually, those should be pointing the other direction, shouldn't they? Mm. Like that. Oops. So, oops. Come on, land. Yeah, so it's going to clip through it anyway, so it sort of doesn't matter really. What did I do with my other one? No, nothing. Oops. Okay. Oh, I took it further out. Okay, that's fine. Okay. To think about how I want to do then. Right then, so we need to do bauxite. Bauxite, where are you? There you go. What are we missing? All of everything. So I need 500 rubber, 250 motors. Crikey. Crikey. I didn't put this back to the... Okay. Well, we only made 100 of the frames. Oh. I keep running across here. I've got a blooming tube thing. Yeah, 30 odd. Okay. any of those showing signs? Yeah, it's emptying out. So. Same there. And there. Oh, motors are here as well, I think. This level? Yeah. So, 100, 200, 300, that's fine. Probably got some computers. Lying about in a chest somewhere. Ah! Only 28. That's all we need. Cool. So, everything bar those roads. Right. I mean, what are they? They're made from everything iron, aren't they? With a bit of concrete. You need concrete for the reinforced beams, but otherwise, heavy modular frames. Because it's screws, it's steel pipe, it's modular frames, which are just iron, 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 and iron. I'm wondering if our other factory can kind of just do them as well. I need to turn it on. Dang birds. Okay, so going up to 7. Oh, in fact, it's gone 7. So that's it for today. I'm going to nip over to the other factory. I don't think I'm making frames here. Good opportunity to get the truck back there. Right, so yeah, that's it for today and for this week. I will be back playing Factorio on next Saturday. I'll pop my schedule. In fact, I might as well just do it now. You're not interested in seeing this again? All right. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, back next week with Factorio. I did check the times for the Eurovision. It doesn't start till 8 o'clock on the Saturday, so we should be okay for streaming. I've forgotten what I was doing in Factorio. What were we at? What were we at? I think we were still. We'd just done sulfur, hadn't we? So we're about to make artillery. We need concrete. That was it. Concrete and motor factories. So those will be the jobs for next week if I don't do them in the meantime during the week. And yes, back with more of this on the Sunday, hopefully with a little bit more of a plan. And now that I sort of vaguely remember where we are in the game, we will continue on. I'll be honest, it's getting a bit grindy for me. This was sort of the problem I had before with it. It's just not. The blueprinting system is still rubbish, to be totally frank. It's just crap. It's just not very good at all. You know, sticking one extra tile on it is just not. That's not. Or 2 tiles. That's not a solution. So yes. So we will keep going. I think as best as I can. I am kind of determined to finish it, but I don't know. It's just not. Yeah. But yes, so Factorio will also continue. It's going to be a few weeks, I think, before we get to the stage where I've got something vaguely resembling a mega base, and we can like properly stress test the train system and use the whole interrupt system to try and maybe come up with a generic design and stuff like that, which is where I was trying to get to, but I made this silly decision to go big. So yeah. Video is live on, yeah, I should mention that. The video is live on the channel, went up yesterday for Factorio, exploring the lore, or the first of a series exploring the lore. And in that one, I am talking about what I think the engineer is, speculating about that. I'm literally, I said before, I'm like 12 clicks away from finishing the next video in that series. It will go live for members on YouTube basically as soon as it's uploaded and it's gone through its copyright checks and all that sort of stuff, all that sort of rubbish that YouTube does. And then it will be live for non-members in a month's time, so beginning of April. Plan with that series is to try and get one out a month. They're quite heavily edited. It does take me a long time. There are other things I'm working on that are going to be less edited, so they should be quicker to produce, but we shall see. It always takes me a lot longer than I expect, so yeah. I guess there's the socials and stuff as well. If you're watching on Twitch, then you also have the option of watching on YouTube, and if you're watching on YouTube, you can also watch on Twitch, because I use Restream to stream to both. Blue Sky is the only one. I don't use Twitter at all now, so Blue Sky is the only one where I'm active, and I really just post to say when things go live. And then there is a Discord. Technically, I don't go anywhere near it, and I'm not even sure if there's any members anymore. But yeah, so that's all of my promos and bits and pieces. If you have been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it and might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Satisfactory. Thanks for watching. Cheers.